Hi, Seth David here. You know, one of the important things to me that I like to see businesses doing, of course, is to always be giving back, especially when I've had a successful business, I've had a business that's done well. I don't attribute that entirely to just my doing. The reason for my success is because I've had a lot of people help me along the way. I've had a lot of people give me guidance. I've had a lot of great clients who've stuck with me and paid for my services, and that of course has helped provide me and enable me to have the resources I need to grow my business. And a lot of great clients that I have offered referrals, and so those referrals have helped. So I didn't do this alone. I did this with the help of a lot of people, and I think it would be arrogant at best to ever say that I did this myself. And based on that, I think it's important to keep that mindset, one, for the sake of humility, and two, for the sake of recognizing that it's important when I've been successful to make sure that I'm always giving back, to make sure that I'm always reaching out and helping people. And there's of course essentially two ways I can help people. I can give something away, I can give charity, I can donate money, or I can donate whatever goods I'm selling in my business, or I can give my time. And either one is great. I think it's better, it's sort of more noble if you can give of your time. And really what that does is, if I'm able to give my time, it's a reflection of the fact that I've been so successful that I've made enough money that I'm able to free up some time. That's the whole blessing of it. That's the whole reason I want to be able to succeed, frankly, more and more with Nerd Enterprises, is to be enabled to go out there and give of my time, to not have to work every day, because I have residual income and several streams of income coming in that support me and enable me to say, you know what, I'm going to take a day off and I'm going to go volunteer somewhere, I'm going to go help out. Now, I'm not there yet, but in the meantime, what I do is I help out how I can, where I can. Actually, I take that back. I am there because I do donate my time. Those of you who know me personally know that I take a lot of time out of my schedule to work with other alcoholics and addicts. It's part of my program. I have to do it, and I enjoy doing it, and I love to do it. And that's another example of where I apply it in my business, but that's where I get it from, actually, is that I've learned that when I've succeeded in some way, shape, or form, I absolutely have to find an opportunity to give back and help somebody else. To offer the same help that somebody's offered to me, I have to turn around and offer it to somebody else. So it's critical to me to be able to do this in business and in life. And one of the things that I love is when I see clients donating their inventory, and a lot of clients do, and then the question comes up, how do I account for that in QuickBooks? And that's what today's webcast, if you will, is going to be about. If you check our QuickBooks blog, it'll be posted up by the time you're seeing this video. It's already going to be there at www.quickbooksnerd.com. How to account for donated inventory. And I'll explain briefly. When you donate inventory, you're essentially selling it for nothing. You're selling it, but you're not charging for it. So as far as QuickBooks is concerned, you want to mirror that. And you want to mirror what happened in the real world in QuickBooks. So you want to sell the inventory for nothing, which means for QuickBooks purposes, or any accounting software for that matter, I'm going to post an invoice. And I'm going to post an invoice, but the sales price of the inventory is going to be zero. That way it gets it out of inventory. And what happens when I sell inventory is a few things. I recognize a sale, in this case for $0. I also transfer that inventory from inventory, which is on the balance sheet, to cost of goods sold, which is on the profit and loss. It now becomes an expense. So normally I'd be done at that point. However, because we're donating this inventory, in order to truly reflect that, I don't want that cost going through the profit and loss as cost of goods sold. Instead, I want to transfer it out of cost of goods sold and into charitable contributions or donations or donated inventory, whatever you want to call it on your books, but some expense account that represents the fact that I've actually donated the inventory, because it's no longer cost of goods sold. The invoicing mechanism in any accounting system by default will run it through there. So then I have to take one extra step in QuickBooks. It's going to be posting a journal entry to remove it from cost of goods sold at cost, which is to credit cost of goods sold, and to debit another expense account, as I said, in some form, some way, shape, or form, describing the fact that the inventory has been donated. Now, there's one thing in between that has to take place, and that is that I need to find out what QuickBooks or my accounting software costed that inventory at. What was the value? And so in this webcast, I'm going to show you how to run a report in QuickBooks that will show you exactly how to determine for that very specific invoice what it costed it at, because you can't just go by what you sell it for, because remember, QuickBooks average costs your inventory. So you want to run this report. I'm going to show you how to run it in order to make sure that you account for the charitable contribution at the true cost, consistent with what QuickBooks costed that inventory at when you posted that invoice. You'll see what I mean when you watch the video. Have a great day.